The Trump administration's Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has announced he will withhold $40 million in federal transportation funds from the state of California. The reason, he claims, California refuses to enforce a policy requiring commercial truck drivers to demonstrate English proficiency, namely the ability to read road signs and communicate with law enforcement. Duffy went on record saying, and I quote, "California is the only state in the nation that refused to ensure a big rig driver can read our road sign and communicate with law enforcement." End of quote. He argues this is not a culture issue or immigration debate. It's a matter of public safety. According to federal officials, if a driver cannot understand signage or respond to officers in English, that raises the risk of traffic chaos, miscommunications at stops, and even life or death consequences in emergencies. This decision is not coming out of nowhere. Earlier this year, President Trump signed an executive order reviving stricter enforcement of English language standards for commercial drivers. The order reverses guidance from 2016 that had de-emphasized language as a disqualifier if safety performance was otherwise acceptable. Now, under Duffy's approach, states must test drivers' English skills during roadside inspections and remove from service any who fail. If a state resists compliance, federal funds can be withheld. California, Washington, and New Mexico were officially warned in August about this policy. Naturally, California did not take this lying down. A spokesperson for Governor Gavin Newsom countered that California already enforces a standard equivalent to federal safety rules. The state claimed that adding this federal mandate is unjust and that its existing licensing procedures align with national norms. The state also noted that commercial drivers licensed in California have a fatal crash rate roughly 40% lower than the national average, a statistic used to argue that California's system is working well already. This will almost certainly provoke a legal tug of war between federal power and state sovereignty. If California refuses to adopt Duffy's mandate English tests or does not enforce them, it could face further cuts, potentially $160 million more in highway funding on top of the $40 million already withheld. Critics argue the move discriminates against immigrant drivers who may be experienced but not fluent in English. They warn of labor shortage, supply chain disruptions, and a chilling effect on diversity in the trucking industry. Proponents, meanwhile, frame it as essential to safety, arguing that large commercial vehicles must operate under clear communication rules across all states. So, in short, the federal government is demanding enforcement. California says it already meets safety goals and rejects this extra mandate. The pot is threatened to boil over. Where this ends, in court, in compromise, or in escalating funding battles is anyone's guess. That's your update from Morning America. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you won't miss our next deep dive.